Does the world feel loud to you? Maybe you wake up and before your feet even hit the floor, your mind is already racing. A dozen notifications, a mental to-do list that's already overwhelming, and a feed full of news that feels like a new crisis every single hour. We are living in an age of modern chaos. We're constantly pulled, pushed, and prodded in 1,000 different directions. And in this chaos, we're all just trying to find a way to navigate. Do we build thicker walls? Do we learn to fight back harder? Or do we just let go? For thousands of years, two of the most powerful philosophies on earth have offered two profoundly different answers to this exact problem. From the stone porticos of ancient Rome, we have the Stoics. Their answer, Amor Fati, the unshakable shield. And from the mystical mountains of ancient China, we have the Taoists. Their answer, Wu Wei, the unstoppable flow. One is about mastering the self. The other is about aligning with the universe. One is a fortress. The other is a river. But which one is the right tool for us right now? In the middle of this? That's the question we're answering today. Let's start with the Stoics. If you know anything about Stoicism, you know it's a philosophy forged in fire. It was practiced by everyone from a slave like Epictetus to an emperor like Marcus Aurelius. The core idea is the dichotomy of control. You separate what you can control from what you cannot. And Amor Fati, a Latin phrase meaning a love of fate, is this idea in its most powerful form. It's not just accepting what happens. It's loving it. Think about that. Not just tolerating your fate, but embracing it as if you had chosen it yourself. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather wish that what happens the way it happens. Then you will be happy." So you get laid off from your job. The reactive mind screams, "This is a disaster. This is unfair." The Stoic response, practicing Amor Fati, is different. The Stoic says, "This has happened. This event is external and not in my control. But my response is, my character is. My actions from this moment forward are entirely in my control. They don't waste energy raging against the reality of the situation. Instead, they see it as a new path. This is my new starting point. This event, which I cannot change, is now the raw material for me to build something new. I will use this. Amor Fati is the ultimate tool for resilience. It's the shield you hold up against the arrows of misfortune. It's how you build an indestructible inner citadel. It's the philosophy for the moments when life punches you hard in the face. Now, let's travel halfway across the world to the world of Taoism. If the Stoic builds a dam to control the water, the Taoist studies the water. The central concept here is Wu Wei. This is often translated as non-action, but that's a terrible translation. A better one is effortless action, or action without striving. It's the art of not forcing it. The Taoist sage Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching points to water as the perfect example of Wu Wei. Water is fluid, soft, and yielding. But water will wear away rock which is rigid and cannot yield. Wu Wei is the practice of becoming like water. It's about being sensitive to the natural flow of events, the Tao, and aligning your actions with it. It's the surfer who doesn't create the wave, but rides it. It's the jazz musician who doesn't just play the notes, but feels the music and improvises within it. So let's go back to that work scenario. You're not laid off, but you're on a project that is a complete mess. Everyone is stressed, deadlines are slipping, and the team is fighting. The forcing approach is to push harder. Work 18-hour days, micromanage everyone. Try to bend the project to your will. This just creates more friction, more stress, and a worse outcome. The Wu Wei approach is different. You pause, you observe. What is the real obstacle? What is the natural flow of the team? Instead of pushing harder against a rock, you flow around it. You remove a small bottleneck. You have a quiet, empathetic conversation with a stressed-out colleague. You stop trying to be the hero and instead become the facilitator. Suddenly, the project starts to move, seemingly on its own. That is Wu Wei. It's the ultimate tool for navigating complexity. It's the philosophy for when pushing harder just makes things worse. Okay, so we have the unshakable shield of Amor Fati and the unstoppable flow of Wu Wei. Which one is better for modern chaos? This is where most people get it wrong. They see it as a choice. Are you a Stoic or are you a Taoist? But the wisest people don't see it as a choice. They see it as a toolkit. The real question is not which is better, but when is each one needed? Modern chaos isn't just one problem. It's a mix of problems. You should use Amor Fati when you face an unchangeable external fact. A tragedy has occurred. You receive a difficult diagnosis. Someone makes a decision that impacts you, and you cannot reverse it. The stock market crashes. In these moments, you cannot flow. You must stand. You must accept the reality that is, not the reality you wish you had. Amor Fati gives you the strength to stand firm, find your footing, and choose your response. It's for the shocks of life. You should use Wu Wei when you face a complex, dynamic system. You're navigating a difficult creative project. You're in a tense negotiation or a family argument. You're trying to build a new habit or learn a new skill. You're leading a team. In these moments, trying to force a single outcome is rigid and counterproductive. You'll break. Here, you must be fluid, adaptive, and responsive. Wu Wei gives you the wisdom to see the path of least resistance and work with the system, not against it. It's for the flow of life. So what is the answer to modern chaos? It's not being just the rock, and it's not being just the water. It's being the sculptor. The sculptor knows when to use the hammer and chisel with unyielding force. That's Amor Fati, accepting the stone as it is. And the sculptor knows when to use the finest sandpaper, following the natural grain of the marble. That's Wu Wei, flowing with the material. The ultimate toolkit for our time isn't Stoicism or Taoism. It's Stoicism and Taoism. It's knowing when to be the rock and when to be the water that flows around it. It's using Amor Fati to accept what is so you don't break. And it's using Wu Wei to skillfully navigate what comes so you don't get stuck. This combination, this is how you don't just survive modern chaos. This is how you thrive in it. But this is just my take. And the beauty of philosophy is that it's a conversation. Which philosophy do you lean on more in your daily life? Are you more Stoic or more Taoist? And what's one situation where you realized you were using the wrong tool? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you enjoyed this journey into practical philosophy, please consider subscribing. We have a lot more wisdom to explore together. Thank you for watching.